transracial is a thing. Transracial should be a thing. Cause you know what? There's been a lot of there's been a lot of niggas faking. And say a lot of niggas faking. A lot of niggas say a lot of white niggas, a lot of white women, a lot of black niggas faking.
What's up with white women acting like they're Spanish?
Being something they're not, because I know a lot of black girls that never been to Puerto Rico and don't got nothing of Puerto Rico. I'm saying nothing of Puerto Rican blood in their body. The only thing they're getting is a couple inches of Puerto Rico in them, and they speak with a Puerto Rican accent.
Sometimes that's enough.
Hey,
that's never been enough.
I'm just kidding.
Oh wow. You never had some arroz pollo and start rolling your R's?
No, I can't. I still can't. It was 10 years later. I still can't do it. Can't do it.
I know something saying
But I know what Kai was talking about. I didn't see his point of those women who have not an ounce of.
Yeah, and it's mostly Jamaicans. That's what. Don't get me started.
Let's go. Let's talk.
What's up with Jamaicans?
How many times have you seen African American woman turn rascalot?
Oh God, yeah.
After fucking with some Jamaicans.
Yeah. That's the easiest wait, what were we saying? Transracial? That's the easiest trans race there is. Let's go from a black woman to a Jamaican woman.
That's transcultural.
Yeah, transcultural.
Or not even. No, you know what? How many times, Cobra can speak to this, how many times you see the brother turn Muslim and now he's Muslim? I want to do a research on how many niggas move to Massachusetts from other places, and when they get here, they start talking like this and whatnot.
Oh my God. Yo, let's not
face their roots.
A D. Let's not forget about the white girl who never left Worcester and speak with a down south accent.
Or the black girl.
She fucking my cousin.
Or the black girl who does that.
Hey, listen, they are not, you know what I'm saying? They're not of that race or that ethnicity by conception. It's more through injection. You know what I'm saying?
Do you know that we are all traumatized from where we grew up, because that's all like up north, Worcester, Boston, Massachusetts, things like everything we're saying is all shit that we deal with.
Absolutely. And I think it's because where we're from lacks identity. Mm-hmm. Because we're not New York, we're not South, we're not East Coast. We lack identity. So people there just kind of be like spinning the wheel and picking what they are. Like
they want to be. Or they take something from, they got a cousin in Georgia, so now their country. They have a brother in New York, so now I'm from New York.
You know what I'm saying? I'm from New York.
No, that's so true, because honestly, when I first moved to Atlanta and I told them I was from Worcester, they're like, where's Worcester? And I was like, it's about 45 minutes outside of Boston, but I'm from Boston. I was born in Boston, raised in Worcester. And they're like, there's black people in Boston? There's black people in Massachusetts?
Yeah, they don't know.
Now this happens in Houston as well. So there's no real, so the black people that are up there are all just trying to figure out, where do I come from and where do I fit in? Because we really don't fit in up there. Like, let's keep it real, we don't. So, and since black people have, this is kind of a little deep or whatever, since black people have lost their culture and lost our own ethnicity, just as being black, there's no definition, there's no history to black. We don't know anything because we were stolen and brought here. So when we see other races that have culture and other races that actually have roots, we kind of gravitate towards that because we're missing them. So it sucks that they're acting Boricua, it sucks that they're acting Jamaican, it sucks that they're acting African because they're nigger or their bitch is that. But that there's also culture that we're missing, and that's why we gravitate towards that. But we see it more up there than probably down here because there's more culture in the South. So I see them as being black and niggas.
I tell people all the time that if I'm in a setting where it's like a bunch of black folks around, that setting is slightly alien to me. Like slightly. Like if at my core, those are my people, so you fit in, but it's slightly unfamiliar to you. And I realized I was sitting at Pito's and they broke out the dominoes and they started playing Hector Lavoe on the radio, and I was eating a place of arroz con pollo, and I felt more at home right there than I would if there was a bunch of black people playing Al Green, cooking greens, and whatever. And it's just, That's where I'm from.
Yeah.
And,
that's
yo,
good.
and that's crazy because like just like you said, like Al Green cooking greens. You know what I'm saying? It's like yo, I haven't been around that since I was probably like 5 or 6.
Yeah, same.
So yeah, that would be a little foreign to me. But
I can't relate.
throw me in an African environment, it's a different story, baby. I'm right at home, you know what I'm saying? Because you know,
Yeah, yeah.
you know, so I ain't lost all my culture. You know what I'm saying?
But you,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I think that a lot of black folks, I think that's more common than you think. Like black folks not having their culture around them,
Mhm.
like the old school Southern black culture, and I see them clinging onto it a little too tightly. And I'm like, bruh, if that isn't ingrained in you, you don't got to grab onto it because you're black. You know what I mean? Like, wherever you grew up, that's your new culture now. That's the culture you grew up in. Be proud of that. Like the African culture was stolen from us. So then the African American culture became our culture. And then if you didn't really grow up in that African American culture, well, I guess you got it.